my name is Angus, Dr. Random Mole, and I'm joined today again by the wonderful, the inimitable, the absolutely bearded.
Ymir Polidopoulos.
Yes, you are. And today we are once again going to be playing with the past, like the Aztec Armor Division is playing with our cities.
Yes, it's not going great.
It is not.
It's a close race. It's a close race.
What is a close race, my friend?
We are trying to beat the ass. And if you're wondering what the ass is,
Yes.
you think I'm being a horrible person. I'm not, because I'm talking about the Aztec spaceship.
And that is not our invention. That is in fact
That is the Aztec invention, because it's the Aztec spaceship.
Yes, but there were the developers of this game. They put this in there.
It's in the game. It's literally it's called us. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
and we're trying to build the CSS, and that's all you need to know today. We are building a CSS. Aztecs are building an ass. You know, my pet theory is, although it works with Aztec spaceship, I think originally this was put in there, this acronym, because it's also the American spaceship.
Yeah,
I just think that they found it absolutely laughable, right? Yeah. I think. Anyway, who are they? Well,
it's something that it would be interesting to hear back from the Sid Meier's memoir, maybe.
I don't think they will be talking about asses in the Sid Meier's memoir. You never know.
Yeah.
But we will be. So here we have the aforementioned Aztec Panzer division.
Yeah.
And so our whole deal is the following. Let's see. Where could we even see the? I think maybe it's in world. Wait. Come on, world. Yes, it's spaceships. So we have the Aztec and the Chinese spaceship here. So let's check in real quick on the CSS.
Checking from the CSS. Population 10,000, 3,300 tons.
Yes.
Fuel of 200%, and which not even close to being ready yet.
It is not even close to being ready yet. So that's the CSS. And then over here we have the world. Sorry, we have the ASS. The ASS Montezuma.
Yes.
Which
it's not as ready.
It's not as ready.
As ready. It's. I mean, they've constructed more like connecting parts, which is. I mean, they're ahead, I think, in terms of parts, but we have more integral parts to the spaceship. So we're doing okay. Unless they have like this massive production, which is like literally happening.
They do have this massive production because look at this. They just have a massive production.
Yeah,
which we just do not have at all.
No, but we're rushing it. We are playing like. Yeah, we're playing with our.
Talking about rushing, let's just get on with the rushing. The problem is more that aside from the rushing, we kind of will be in trouble. So one thing that I was thinking about is we don't really need science anymore.
No, we only need production because we got all the science we needed, right?
Yeah. Interesting.
So we basically need only money so we can buy the parts as well.
Yeah. Well, another
maxing it go.
Yes. So but we also need the money not only to buy the parts but also to start beefing up here because otherwise we are in for a world of hurt in this particular region over here. All right. And we need to still do something with our units because we kind of need to make sure that we can get to here to defend this area in one turn.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit confused. I was looking a little bit into the spaceship, right? And last stream we were discussing that you can get your probability of success up to like 95%.
Yeah, you can get it up to 100, I think.
Yeah, but here in the 640K, it says that a fully loaded space arc with 35 structure modules, 16 components, and 12 modules will take 40 years to reach Alpha Centauri and have an 80% probability of success. Which, like, I find a bit weird. The most like loaded space arc have only 80% probability of success. I guess because it's like super loaded. If it's a bit lighter, but then with less population, it has a higher degree of success. I think that's what's happening.
Yes, I think that is what.
But isn't it weird that you do everything and then it doesn't have 100% probability?
So, yes. So this is one of those things that I think would be really interesting if we could be. So there's parts of this game that have been cracked in terms of the source, in terms of the source code, or digging through the hexacode that is sort of the compiled version of this game.
Yeah.
Some of the aspects of this game have been cracked. So, for example, the village discovery algorithm has just been cracked completely by just more or less one or two persons who have really delved deeply into Civilization 1.
Yeah.
I really wish we could do the same for the spaceships, because it's always been very confusing. And I had spaceships that were 100% had 100% probability of being successful. It was just in completely no pressure games in which I just decided to just try and build something that was for 100%. But you know, if you ask me how my 14-year-old self did that right now, I wouldn't really know.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see. So, all right. There may be one reason still to go for science, and that is to get the what are they called? Like the mechanized infantry, which we don't have at the moment yet. So we have to do a little bit of science still, because the mechanized infantry is in fact quite important. Baking builds SS component. Yeah, it kind of is.
So we said what? That we're doing another set.
We were doing one other set of propulsion and fuel.
Okay.
So this will be propulsion.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, all the way over there. That's weird.
Oh, it's not weird. That's how it goes with.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Oh, let me briefly check. Okay, builds as a structural. That is good. So that's nice. This is
Nina builds as a structural. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Nina, just keep on building structurals. I think we will build another structure. Oh no, we won't build walls. Okay, that is.
Yeah, that's good actually.
That is very good as well.
Yeah.
Well, you start building some other things like you know what? No, because we need to defend as well.
The armor there we need to be defending a bit.
Yeah. Okay. So let's double check what we're doing now. Okay, that's Sumer.
Building an armor.
That's Babylon is building a module. That's good. Asher's building a barracks.
Why is it? Yeah, but after the barracks, we don't need it anymore.
No, the barracks is just for selling.
Yeah.
So, but we are right now. We are. Let's double check. We are researching the superconductor.
All right. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, right? we need a bit more science still. So let's go for 60% text, 20% science.
Okay.
That's another structural, another component in Nanking. Okay, that means that we don't need a component in Peking anymore. Then we are going to build in Peking. We're going to build a module, or just a structural. Probably just a structural. A module. Boom. No, a structural. Come on, make me change my mind. Oh, I'm not even checking the chat. Sorry.
No worries.
But there's no chat going on.
I am checking the chat. Yeah.
Look at the French. Just I absolutely love how they sort of decided that, like, you know what, we're just going to very sneakily sit over there.
Yeah, we had our Qingdao. We're like, oh, look at this enclave that is at Qingdao and everything. Nope, it's not.
No, it is. Now we know that it is sort of circled by French cities. But you know, You can do
That's
worse.
fine.
You can do worse than being encircled by French
Yeah.
cities. That's another structural. That's good. Then let's switch Shanghai over to. So one thing that we can start doing now soon is we can build something like a manufacturing plant, and that will help and we can literally buy it, and that will help the production immensely. So we're gonna buy a manufacturing plant in Shanghai. We could also.
So here, um,
It's what does it say about the manufacturing plant?
no, that's not what I was looking at. I was looking at at win conditions, because it doesn't really discuss win conditions, but it discusses the end game and the various ways that the end game is calculated and your score and stuff. And
Yeah.
so it closes that section by saying players of Sid Meier's Civilization need not play just to have a good time pushing the pieces around. The game is rife with yardsticks by which to measure player progress and little throwaway perks like palace improvements and the Dunk Whale display, which have no real bearing on gameplay whatsoever. Curious players will never have to wonder in isolation how they are doing throughout the course of a game, for history is always there to judge you and is easy to access with a few quick keystrokes. So again, here we see a little bit this the achiever
The achiever thing. I also
mentality for the game.
like
Yeah,
that history is there to judge you,
yeah.
which is it's an interesting notion, right? Because
It's an interesting notion. I mean, as an idea, but really, history is not there to judge you in this game. It's just the numbers that are judging you and yourself.
there is one, I think, for me anyway, personally, a very important way that history is judging me in this game.
Yeah.
And that is, which almost never happens. But
Mhm.
if you actually, I'm so trying to get rid of actually, but it's a work in progress.
Yes.
If you, well, we have to go through all the screens again.
Yeah.
A manufacturing plant. Just look at it, by the way. Is it not
Yeah.
the most quintessential of American style buildings?
A very American style building. Yeah.
Or maybe I'm misunderstanding it. And on the roof, it's actually what do you call it? A pigeon house, a pigeon coop. But I don't think so.
I doubt.
I doubt.
I doubt.
Okay, now we do have. Now we're talking, right, with the manufacturing.
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna do the same over here in Shanghai, and Canton is already buying that. So there we go. Boom.
Oof.
So there will be a lot of pollution.
Yeah.
And the other one was even more costly, but they help.
They help. Yeah, the production will hopefully skyrocket there.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Okay. We're slowly going to supplant. So what I was trying to say, sorry, is the one way that history is judging us is the year.
Yeah.
And if you're ahead of what happened really in that year, like now we're running into space flight and superconductors and things that were a bit sort of near future in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And superconductors are still, as I understand, near future, but whatever.
Yeah.
That's one way that history, in terms of progress, really judges you.
Yeah, but again, it's a bit weird.
I mean, that is literally what you're looking at this number, and you're like, oh man, by 1891, it's a bit like, so there's this famous parable. I'm not entirely sure if it's true, but it's always told about Julius Caesar, who sees this statue of Alexander the Great when he's himself 32. And supposedly he weeps on seeing that because he realizes that at 32, Alexander had already conquered the world, and Julius Caesar is still, this general
working on it,
running around in Gaul. Well, and it's a bit like that, right? It's it's just a nice story, and there's probably not much historical truth to it, but it's a little bit like that. You're just comparing yourself to history.
Yeah,
at least that's what I've always done.
That's the thing. You're comparing yourself to history, but you're not really you're not being judged by history. I mean, being judged by history is always a post hoc thing, right? It's after the fact. So while you're playing, so there is no other in the game to judge you besides the game itself.
What do you mean? Yeah, but I mean, the other is literally what I know happened in history, or what I was told in history.
Yeah.
And that voice of progress, at least, was always very strong in my head when I was playing this game. I was like, and it always worked out for me because I was like, look at me having all sorts of stuff in like the 1600s, and look at how great I am at managing this game.
Yeah.
So
but again, it plays into the achiever mentality of I have to make progress quicker.
It does.
Like,
it is very much the achiever mentality. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, another round of spaceship building. They built some more structurals. Yes, they're quite busy with the structurals.
That's good.
That is good.
And I mean, we have we have not been declared war yet.
No, not yet.
There you go, manufacturing. Okay, speed it up.
So I think
we need to start building modules.
Yes,
as well.
Yes, we
more modules anyway.
Need to start building modules.
Look at all this pollution.
Oh yeah, this is not very pretty at all. Usher built their barracks, so that's great, Usher. Well done.
Well done, Usher.
Well done, Usher. Good for you. Oh, you still can't keep down.
Yeah.
But still, well done for you.
Whoa.
So one thing that is good here to build is where are they? City walls. There we go. At some point, we will build them.
Yeah. It's gonna take a while.
It's gonna. I may buy them at some point, but okay. There's another structural. Yeah. That's good. That is good. Okay, another structural coming in. No. They're putting their weight here in Hangzhou for sure. And we're not in the sense that we're gonna build an SS structural here, because that's just not gonna work. Okay. Wow. There's for the first time ever there's no pollution in Canton.
No pollution in Canton, yeah.
Okay.
Go Canton.
Go Canton. Then this does mean, I mean, there's plenty of pollution over here, but I can never reach on time, so that has to be done by that settler. So I'll just improve that thing over there. Or no, I just need to focus on production right now, so just over there. My battleship's like, hey, dude, there's an airplane there. There's an airplane there. Yeah, like, what are you gonna do? You're a battleship. Come on. Okay.
Get out of the. Yeah.
One thing we have to do at some point is the. Oh, that's why we're doing the superconductor. I remember now, for the SDI defense. Very important. Very important.
Ah, yeah, right.
So the SDI defense is what does it actually stand for? SDI. So it's Star Wars, to be very like Reagan's idea of Star Wars. Oh wow, with the artillery and everything. All right, structural for that is nice.
SDI defense 60, page 60. SDI defense, strategic defense initiative.
Ah, yes. So that is the Star Wars.
It has been a reality since the early 1980s. It is much debated because of those who question whether or not this expensive satellite-based defense system can work technologically and politically. Technologically, there are many concerns about the feasibility of the system. Many were answered to most people's satisfaction when the Patriot missile performed so admirably during the Gulf War. Wow, fuck. While other points of the Patriot's inability to...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, shit. Fuck.
They're really not mincing any words when it comes to their love for the military machine.
While others point to the Patriot's inability to control the deflection of its target once it intercepts it, as endemic to many of the problems in the SDI program that engendered its development. Politically, the critics of the program argue that the capacity to defend one civilization from the nuclear threat without defending others will inevitably lead to more instead of less instability within the world community because of the fear in the have-nots that the haves will use their nuclear capacity. Whatever the vagaries within the real world, civilizations in Sid Meier's civilization will need SDI as soon as one or the other computer-controlled civilizations develops the nuclear unit capability. Gent readers will not have to wonder how the authors know this and will not bother monitoring the authors' respective computers for simulated radioactive fallout from their earliest game saves. Such readers should simply apply the superconductor advancement 200 production units necessary to construct such a system and then maintain it at a cost of 4 coins per turn.
And that
Wow.
is just the truth and nothing but the truth.
That part though, not the admirability of the Patriot missile.
No. There's not. It's not nothing but the truth, but there's some truth in there. Let's put it like that. So, rocketry, maybe if we ever want to hit back.
Yeah, if we ever want to hit back,
All right, Agus. Is it gonna be communism or rocketry?
I don't even know. We might as well do rocketry, right? Is it gonna help us with anything?
No, no. It's not gonna help us with anything. So, let's go for communism. Ah, good Nineveh. There you go. Why did you build it over there? We don't really need it over there, but okay.
We should already have had the rocketry, right?
No, because we stole space flight from the Aztec.
Ah, yes. Nice.
Yes, very nice.
So good. So good.
Okay. So, boom, manufacturing plant over here. Tsingtao builds a component. That is nice. So that will be fuel, right? Fuel. Yes.
Yeah, we need the fuel, and then we need fuel. Yeah, we need the fuel.
Now we're once again at
now all of them are active, which is nice.
Yeah.
All of them are
all of them are active, and we have so we have a population of 10,000 support. We need support and energy.
Yeah, so we need the other two.
And then we have a complete spaceship already, but it will just be. We have to make sure that our flight time stays lower than
exactly.
the flight time of the Aztec.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, because as soon as we launch, probably they will launch as well. If
they will launch very shortly after, and then if that means they will have a lot more less flight time, they will still win.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Such a boss little city, Tsingtao. All right, very good. So the one thing we need to do in Babylon after the module, we can nearly buy the module. That will be cool. If we have to go for the SDI defense in Babylon. That's really
that is 100%. If we lose Babylon, then we lose everything.
Then we're just done.
Are these barbarians on the top?
Yes, they are. They are.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know what? They're in fact they're a threat to Tsingtao. Because they will come in with so at some point I'll have to just I might as well just do it now. Build an armor over here.
Okay.
I mean, it's not the worst, but it is still a threat. Okay. Okay. But let's see, in terms of cleaning up, there's 2 pollution now in Canton. We were like, Canton, there's no pollution there. There is okay.
Oh, the new Satalhu book is out.
Oh, is it? Good.
Consciousness, creativity, and self at the dawn of settled life. I'm guessing it has a lot to do with Satal Huyuk, but maybe there's other stuff in there as well.
Probably. It's not the edited volume of Jatal.
No, but this is also an edited volume.
Okay, right. Yeah.
By Jan Hodder.
Yeah. No, the other one is by Christina Soraki, and I'm gonna be in that one.
Yes, you're in that one.
Yes, but not this one. I was like, hey, did they just publish without me completely knowing? So they have a flight time of 17.7 years right now. So that's we're ahead. Oof.
That is good.
But they have they have 2 modules now.
They have to, yeah, but we're gonna have 2 modules very soon, right?
Relatively soon, yes, relatively soon.
I mean, we can sell the barracks.
Oh, we should
in Azure, right?
we
and then
should,
yeah,
we should, yeah,
sell it and then buy the module.
Yeah. Ooh, Tsingtao has a lot of pollution all of a sudden. Okay. Where are you, barracks? There we go. Yes. Boom. Okay. Woohoo! Yes. Your math is spot on, sir. Your math is spot on. Okay, there we go with the module.
Yo, got it.
Hey, Garrett. Are you ready to see some underdogs win? Because I guess
look at Gren, no
since you're playing with Ares in on like Valorant, I'm sure you don't really see that very often.
Underdogs winning? No.
Yes,
but we are winning sometimes.
You are? Oh, good man, good. How are you? Because
we first of all, we are doing better. You remember how now I will put all of this out in the public, but remember how we were stuck in freaking iron at the we were literally like scraping benches, right? That was the rock bottom. There was we couldn't get lower.
Yes, you were rock bottom.
Like,
yes,
absolute bottomness.
Yes.
But now we're actually in silver, so that's like two whole divisions up. And Garrett even managed to hold gold for a little bit. Now he's back in silver.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're doing better. We are not as completely shit as we thought. And for 30-year-olds, I think we have.
Yeah, man. Now the
oh no, that is really bad.
That is bad.
Yeah.
Yes, that is bad. Oh, that is going to be bad. But you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I really think at some point we should like sell a lot of things and just buy everything and just send it.
Ooh!
Come on, Aztec, stop!
Oh, they're putting in more. They're putting in more support. That is
that's actually relatively good for us because that
this is a mistake by the computer. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it heavier, and they also need more structural parts to make this thing work.
Yeah.
I like their like passive aggressiveness. Like we're here, you see it? We're here.
It is very passive aggressive. Okay, so we already have habitation, so we now have to go for a life support.
Okay.
Or solar panel, doesn't matter much.
Okay.
So there you go. Our flight time just went up with.
Yeah, but still we're considerably lower than the Aztecs.
Yeah, but we may consider getting 2 more components at some point. Because we want to push this flight time down for as low as it can go.
Yeah, sure.
So that's Babylon that got us a module. Now Babylon needs to work on its SDI defense. Or SDI defense first. And we have another module coming in over here. That's gonna happen in 2 turns. And we have some more structurals. Oh, we even have another module.
Oh, that's good. Can we buy it?
Well, is that good? because we have a module over here in Nanking and we have a module in Canton. We don't really need 3
we
models.
don't need all. No, we only need 2, right?
We only need 1, right?
We only need 1, and we have what, 3 in the making?
No, 2 in the making. 2 in the making.
Okay, then change Canton into a structural, I guess.
No, that's a waste. That's
into a component. Sorry. Yeah, turn it into a component.
Yes, and then get 2 more. 2 basically 1 more.
We need 1 more component after that.
Yeah. Oh, that's good because we're also building
a
component over there, and then
this is an MFG plant. We don't have the money yet.
No. Okay. Well. Well, that will be done next turn.
Yeah,
but I do want Tsingtao to. Yeah. No, you know what? This will be fine. This will be fine. I was on my way to Nanking So this is a pity still that we don't really have a full road network here.
Yeah.
It will take a while to get all the way over there. What should I do? Should I just move this one? No, we don't want to move anything out because we're a democracy. Forget about it, Angus.
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep at it.
Just keep the defensive and it's fine.
Yeah.
Also, the Russians with their super ancient army.
We're not.
We have chariots.
Yes.
We have spears.
We have that chariots, man. We are bringing them. Another SS component. Okay, that's gonna be. Well, this one propulsion.
Look at this. It builds so nicely.
Yeah, very nicely. It will need to be built around.
No. It won't. No. It's functional. Otherwise, it would be red.
Oh yeah. You're right. Sorry, man. Your eye for detail. That really is. That is. I have to say, man. I have no eye for detail, and you have all the eye for detail. That's probably why you have a right to be playing Valorant, and I have no right to be playing Valorant.
I still think you should try it out, and we should have a few games. I think you will enjoy.
I probably should. Yeah, I probably should.
Because if you enjoy, not that it's too similar to Overwatch, but if you enjoyed Overwatch, there are things that you will enjoy in Valorant.
But what if you enjoy pina coladas and taking long walks in the rain?
Then probably you're not gonna enjoy Valorant a lot much.
Okay.
But I mean, you can like both, right?
That's true. Because I do like pina coladas.
But also killing people in video games.
No, I don't like killing people in video games. It is a necessary evil. Are you now trying to get me to talk about The Last of Us 2?
No, it's fine. I've been watching a lot of reviews, a lot of streams of the game. I feel like I've played a good chunk of it now without actually playing it.
This game is excellent, my friend. The Last of Us 2 is excellent. It's an excellent game. I'm ready to call it. It is an excellent game.
Wow.
I don't think it matters really what the ending will be. I'm gonna say 3/4 in, and I don't think it really matters what the ending.
Like, it's excellent in terms of gameplay and atmosphere, or
but also I think in what you're trying. So there's this whole thing about violence, what they're trying to accomplish with that. So with that as a mission, they're doing what they need to do.
Okay.
And it works. It works. And it doesn't work if you're completely not into violent video games. But
yeah, well, obviously, because it's a game.
Then
if you're not into violence and you're playing Doom and
no, not the same thing. So I'm not really into violent video games, and this still works for me. I think if you want to be into violent video games, then Doom works for you, and Doom doesn't really work for me.
Okay.
That's just the arcadey nature of violence for me doesn't work in something like Doom, and there is no arcadey nature to the violence in The Last of Us 2. That is, we can say many things about it, but it's not arcadey violence.
No, definitely not.
No, and with that, there's just pollution popping all over across the place. I just probably have to head back. Well, and with that said, there's just yes, there are all these absolutely gruesome murders that you're going through, but most of the game is in my case, I'm taking it slow, is just spent exploring this wasteland, or not wasteland, but exploring this this cityscape, this overgrown cityscape, and all the stories in there. And you know, it's not that that part of it is not that violent at all. This,
no,
however,
but that's,
is a bit
this
violent.
Is gonna be,
Boom. Well, bye.
well, bye. You walk too close to our city.
Yes, go bother Grenoble or something. I like that it's just moving out and it's moving back in again. It's like boom, and then it's like, yeah, I'm back.
Hey guys, I'm here. I'm here.
We are. I like this. This is a good stat. This is a stat in our favor.
Ooh,
we are
largest.
still the largest in terms of population numbers.
That is actually kind of nice.
What
with a diplomat?
That's just the barbarian leader, as you well know. Ooh, that one frigging thing managed to sneak in. Okay, Aztec spaceship. What are you doing?
Oh, they build a fuel, whatever.
Yeah,
I guess not whatever, but build component.
Another.
Structural, not component.
Structural, yeah.
I confuse the names.
Yeah, yeah. Come
They're
on,
just flying.
Oh
yeah, go to the French. Go to the French.
I wonder where they're gonna go to, because they need to.
The French.
Oh, maybe they've settled the city. Okay, there's another module for us. So that will be a solar panel.
Yeah. Okay.
Which needs to be connected.
Importantly.
So
yeah. So basically, now we need a shit ton of structurals.
Yes. Which will be
easy.
Easy, GG.
Easy. And then we can also buy a few, I feel.
Yeah, but I'm rather buying things like an SDI defense over here.
Okay. Yeah, that for sure. But we are kind of loaded right now.
Yes, we are. So, and I'm also relatively more happy buying some we can't.
No.
Because if the Russians do in fact start to attack, then we need to protect. We need to protect.
We need to protect for sure.
Okay, that's way too expensive still, the manufacturing plant. It's sensing. Just happily there, building a bank. Wait up. I need my armor. There we go. No, Tsingtao doesn't need another armor. Tsingtao can build a structural. Boom, there we go. And yes, you clean up the pollution. Boom. So, you know what is so annoying about the barbarian leader? If it is stacked with a unit, you don't capture it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been another 100 gold coins. Not super critical, but it would have been nice. But I could also... It would have
been nice in our...
I could also not just hang around waiting for them to sort of, split.
Oh, sure.
They do that sometimes, but not often. All right. That said, you done the thing that we built you for, so you go back. Okay, they built another part of the spaceship. What did they end up building? Oh,
structural.
Another structure.
No, it's all structural. Yeah. Oh no, they connected the. They built the propeller or whatever. Yeah. Oh, they are also going for the.
This will be a race. For the bottom. Oh, but they're overloading their
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in the end, it doesn't matter. It's who gets there first that gets the victory, right?
Yeah.
Or does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter. It's whoever gets there first gets the victory, and then of course it matters in terms of victory points. So okay, another thing pushing on our budget, but now we can sleep soundly. We have to declare war on these frigging Russians, though.
No.
Oh man, but they're just hanging out there in our frigging
does
spot.
Does it matter?
Yeah, because they're eating up a whole super productive.
Yeah, maybe.
Sphere. So I mean, it matters not hugely, but it matters somewhat. So all right.
Let's just build a structural, no?
Okay. All right. I was trying to.
Don't lose sight of the target.
No, but the target will also at some point be all the pollution that we're gathering around our cities.
I know, but
okay, another module. Wait.
What?
Did we still build another module?
Oh shit! Yeah, you were building 3 in the end.
I thought we changed it around.
I'm not sure.
Well, that sucks. Well, then we're gonna go for a solar panel. Another solar panel can't hurt.
No, wait, because the thing with the solar panel is that it's gonna spawn down. Which means
we are effed now anyway because we built it. So if whatever we
do, but what does the solar panel does it like? What
it's
does
just gonna give us energy and not population. So population will, I think, most massively impact our. So if we build another habitation, then our probability of success is gonna be
okay. Then build a solar panel.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. But now let's do a quick check and only structurals, right?
Only structurals. Like, and already buy some if you can buy some.
Yeah, we can't really.
Yeah, of course we can.
Yeah, maybe, but
these are being constructed, right? These will be done soon.
Okay, boom. Boom.
There, you bought 2. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh man, this is gonna hurt with the pollution. We need to fix our pollution problem because
that's a global issue.
No, but also a local issue because this thing impacts our production as well,
yeah.
and our taxes. So there's just too much of it going on right now. It's running rampant, and we still don't have the funds are running low. No shit. 1900.
All right, we've entered the 20th century. Aztec spaceship.
Another structural.
Yeah, they're also on the structural plan, I think. Yeah. These structurals built completely randomly. Like, whatever.
Now they're.
What was that?
What is that again?
That is something we don't have and feel like we need.
Yes. What is that again? The command module or something?
I don't see it anywhere.
What is that again? Oh my god, it's completely blanking on me. Find this, because it feels like we need it. And that
we need 1 habitation, 1 life support, 1 solar, 2 propulsion, 2 fuel, 27 structures.
Yeah, but don't forget, my friend, that this is a pre-release book. No,
I'm seeing this in the wiki.
Oh, in the wiki. It's launched. It's launched. They launched it.
They launched it? Oh,
yes.
That's what it is when you press launch.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a little look at.
We cannot launch it.
We cannot launch it yet, but we can try and
outrace it.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get these structurals in there. Yeah, these structurals are so random.
They are sort of random. Okay, let's have a little look. Because I almost we don't get to have a little. Okay, now
now it's ready to launch. 13 years. We need the fuel. Are we building another component somewhere that we can buy? We need the extra fuel.
Yeah, we
also have 100%
success rate. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Still
the components. Oh shit.
Yeah, now we're just adding to our okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a little look. Oh dude, stop building structurals.
I mean, one more structural might be good because it connects the solar panel.
Yeah,
That
but
is
I mean,
nothing.
it doesn't really matter.
No.
Okay. Oh, Chenshin having some
Whatever.
whatever Chenshin.
More, yeah.
Okay, just go and have yourself a nice cathedral or something, or a
We really need
coliseum.
to see where we can get the component quickly and then launch it.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's have a little look. Wait, let's first have a little look at what the Aztec are going to be doing with their spaceship.
Yeah, okay.
So what is the Az doing?
10.6 years.
10.6 years. We are...
I mean, the moment we build the propulsion, I think we're there. Theirs is heavier. If we can have it quickly.
I don't think so.
There.
Yeah. But I think they will still just maybe outpace us.
We'll see. So that's the component that we need. Cancel everything else.
Cancel. Yeah, I'm just gonna put these on components just to make sure. Maybe we could even outrace them if we get...
No, because then it needs to connect somewhere.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. Oh, this is tight. Okay. Okay, Tsingtao. Yeah, no. So I'm just putting these on structural own components just for now. This also buys us at least 5 turns, right? So Nineveh, I've already checked.
We only need a turn to launch it, though.
Yeah. Manufacturing plant. Okay, in Lyon. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Oh, yes. I knew there was one city. I knew there was one more city that was just effing us over. Okay. I think that's it, right? Canton? Did I check Canton? No, I didn't check Canton.
No.
Okay. I was a bit sorry. It was a bit... The stress is just... Okay, the mass transit for Canton. Because it really needs it to. Look, we are not doing too good with the global warming.
No.
This will push down our score.
No, but we have some time to clean this mess up.
To clean up our act. Yes, we have about 10 years or 9 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Pollution. Okay. Clean up pollution. So normally, if you do the cheating of the settlers, like you just click and activate, pollution is not so much. Well, I say normally, but that is. I'm trying to rack my brain of the one time that I won on Civ 1 and Emperor, if I in fact used that strategy or not.
Yep. Yeah.
I probably did. Otherwise, I don't think I would have won on Emperor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just keep on doing what you're doing with the armor. It will be tight. Very tight. Very tight. I think they're gonna win, though. I think we're not gonna get.
Don't believe.
I believe. I believe. It's not that I don't believe. It's just that I think. Okay.
Don't think. Just believe.
Peking is building the final piece of our spacecraft. So for that we need propulsion. Wait, no, we need fuel. Yes, correct. Fuel.
Yeah. Yeah, we need the fuel. Yeah.
We are.
Do it.
We're losing though 10.6 years.
And how much are they now?
They are 9 point something years. Such a.
But we need to launch it still.
Yeah, we will launch it still. We will launch it still.
Because we can still win on victory points, right?
No.
So whoever gets there just straight up wins.
Yes, whoever gets there straight up wins. Right, whatever.
I mean, maybe they will fail.
No, because theirs is also 100%.
What was it?
Yes, my friend. I'm so sorry to say this.
I'm just looking for some glimmer of
So
hope.
it had flight
Oh,
time 10.6 years.
Yeah, but they've already
they've already launched last.
reduced.
So, and ours will also have
10.6.
Yeah. So we could go back and doctor it in a way that we would win,
because we messed up the.
We messed up the. I mean, we're not gonna do that because there's no real point.
No, but we messed up the module there. That was.
We messed up with the module. Yeah, somehow that just slipped in, and
we cannot sell a module, which is a pity.
No, you cannot just. And also, at the point that was already built, it was just a choice that needed to happen. It wasn't that we couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Because in the end, we would have if this wasn't part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
maybe.
just the way it is. Let's still
launch it. Make it go. Make it fly.
Make it fly. Estimated arrival in 1911. That's okay. Nice. One year too late, but
1 year too late.
You know what? It is a very canon though. Or canon. It's very because.
Is it?
Yeah, because Alpha Centauri, the game that is in fact based on this mechanic in Civilization 1.
Mm-hmm.
If you play that game, there's all sorts of civilizations arriving there at the same time as well. Yeah. It's not that you're just there by yourself,
No.
So this is the thing. So we are arriving there at the same time. We get to go to Alpha Centauri as well. We both will end up on Alpha Centauri. Yeah. And we get to continue our struggle on that whatever planet is close to Alpha Centauri.
Yeah.
So Ares, can you wiki crutch me for something that we both have no business knowing unless you know it?
Yes.
Have planets already been confirmed to exist
in
Alpha Centauri, and then particularly Goldilocks planets? So wiki crutch me on that one.
So my limited knowledge of astronomy says that there should be.
Oh, my limited knowledge says no. Actually, no.
Okay.
No planets
I would go
around
with the
Alpha
yes,
Centauri.
just for the sake of it now. Alpha Centauri is the closest star system and the closest planetary system.
Oh, so yes.
There you go. It is a triple star system consisting of 3 stars. Alpha Centauri A, officially Rigil Centaurus, Alpha Centauri B, officially Toliman, and Alpha Centauri C, officially Proxima Centauri. Alpha Centauri A and B are sun-like stars, class G and K, and together they form the binary star Alpha Centauri AB. To the naked eye, the two main components appear to be a single star with an apparent magnitude of minus 0.27, the brightest star in the southern constellation of Centaurus. Alpha Centauri A has 1.1 times the mass. Okay, I want to see the planets. Planetary system, confirmed planets. Only 2 planets have been confirmed for the Alpha Centauri system. Proxima Centauri B and C is slightly larger than the Earth and orbits around Proxima Centauri in its habitable zone. C is 7 times the mass of Earth and orbits 1.5 away from Proxima every 1928 days or 5.28 years. The existence of Proxima Centauri B was announced in 2016 by the European Southern Observatory, and Proxima Centauri C was confirmed in 2020 using archival data from Hubble. Both were initially found using the radial velocity method, where periodic Doppler shifts of spectral lines of the host star suggest an orbiting object. And there are a couple controversial and hypothetical planets. So there's Alpha Centauri BP, a planet that was announced in 2012, but in 2015 it seems like it doesn't exist. There's another unconfirmed discovery of a possible separate exoplanet in 2013, and a couple of hypothetical planets.
All right.
So
hypothetical planets.
Yes, I would like to be a hypothetical planet.
Do you want to go for a last-ditch effort?
For what? Oh, to nuke them.
No.
Oh.
No, so I don't think we'll be able to talk about nukes in this game, but I kind of make a point of never nuking anybody. This is kind of my moral stance.
I'm not.
That
I guess you haven't played much DEFCON, and
oh, I have played a bit of DEFCON, and the whole point about that game is just nuking. But
yes,
but in Civilization, I make a point of not nuking. Also, I really don't like playing DEFCON. To me, when we're talking about violence, that to me is overwhelming.
That is
overwhelming violence.
The
last ditch effort would involve building a transport real quick, stuffing it with a ton of units, and taking their capital.
Do we have time for that?
Probably not, but maybe.
Because also all their units are in our place, right?
I mean, if we just
do it,
yeah, we'll just try it. We'll just try it.
Just
so that
do
needs to be a transport. We're gonna. We also will need to transfer to what do you call it? Communism for that.
Yeah.
yeah. He says
it's intense, but just do it, man.
Yes. Oh, you know what? Let's change this around. This can be.
If we have a chance to
transport.
win, we're gonna take it.
You know what? This needs to be an artillery. Boom. And then this needs to be not a mass transit. Also needs to be artillery. And then okay, now King, you are gonna be another artillery. You're also gonna be an artillery. Okay. Probably we won't have much time beyond that because it will take a couple of turns to cross.
Yeah.
Shanghai, building artillery. Okay. We will have the opportunity to. So wait, we can stuff 8 units into a transport. We have 2 armor over here. We have 1 artillery, that's 3. We have another artillery, that's 4. We have another armor, and we also have another armor here. So that's 5. 6, okay. And then maybe well we can just send this one from Akkad right now. Alright, let's try this. It's a very long shot. Very long shot.
Yeah, it is a very long shot, but
and I've never had to. This is a first time for me as well. So I've never had to do this as part of playing Civilization.
Yeah.
But could work. You never know.
Yeah. I remain hopeful.
Yeah, it's just your nature.
Maybe.
Okay.
This move might be smart because they have so many military units here.
I mean, it's
the thing is, the moment that we do it, they launch the attack, so we have to just take it quickly.
Yeah, we have to do it in more or less in one turn. There's no other real way that we and we are inviting ourselves into a world of hurt, a world of hurt,
and a war that we basically cannot win, but then we just outrun them.
Okay. Now you have to go to what is it? So 5 moves. This will be very tight anyway with the moves alone.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have stuck these 2 armor in there. And let's first. Okay, that's done. This one is done as well then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, that's 3 units over here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they're gonna be, well, then maybe we'll see. We will need. We will need. How many are there? 4. We will need. Yeah, we will need the max. We have to try for the max.
Yeah, we have to.
All right.
Close, close, close.
Close, very close.
Meanwhile, clean some pollution.
Meanwhile, Buddy, that's what you do. That's what you do. Okay.
You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
Yeah, my friend. So this is, I mean, it's kind of nice how this game is so exciting, don't you think?
Yeah.
For something that
For the
is
change, yeah.
for a change, and I don't
Because because the others. I mean,
we're
we
gonna
talked about this a little bit, but the other civilization streams we did were kind of done and dusted quite early on.
done and dusted. Yes, that is the word, done and dusted.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how far we'll get with this one. This one feels a little bit critical for the plan. No, I'm not gonna make it. The same applies to. So what I really like about Civilization, if you get to this point in the game, right, so such a tight and honestly, what I don't like about Civilization is we just talked about it. You rarely ever get to this tight point in the game. Rarely ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you do get to it, all the little decisions that you made along those along those, I don't know how many turns.
Yeah.
They matter.
They do matter.
So the fact that we did not yet start improving our infrastructure here, so would have required another settler at some point, means that we now cannot get there with this artillery.
Yeah.
And that means that we will just miss out on some critical firepower for this last ditch effort plan of ours.
Yeah.
But we will see. We will see.
We will see for sure.
We do need to change our government about now, because otherwise we're gonna attack and they're like, no, the Senate overrules you.
Yeah.
Oh, Babylon, why did you still build an SS component?
Because you changed everything and then you didn't change it back.
Yes. Well, you built yourself some armor.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, there we already go with the civil disorder. They're like, what did you just do? What did you just do to us? And we're like, yeah, well, what we did is we just decided that we're gonna place a lot of your units
somewhere else.
Another SS components. I should have paid attention here. Well, Tsingtao.
Go back to curing cancer.
Yeah, maybe no. Just build a mass transfer. So no less pollution. And then Nanking gets to build the cure for cancer, and maybe you'll still get to finish that.
Maybe.
Okay. So, all aboard.
All aboard. Choo choo. Choo choo.
So this one will not make it, unfortunately.
So close.
This one will also. No, we have to leave from here if we want to have any chance of reaching it.
Yeah, that's the best spot to leave from.
Let's think. Let's just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We have 9 years to do this, right?
No. No. We have 5 years to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I think we need to do this now. I think we have to. This is not ideal. Let's wait one more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's wait one more turn to get these.
Okay, to get a few more.
To get a few more, yeah. not. I don't. We could calculate this out, but I don't wanna because that's.
It's too much.
It's too much. It's too much for the Tuesday evening. All right. Let us change into another government, though. Yes, we need a new government. Democracy has failed us for some reason. Yeah. Okay. No. Okay, now you just wait. So, okay, I got just... All right.
Oh my god! I'm looking at these armors. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, man, this will be all right. Let's build a manufacturing plant real quick, and then. So Babylon is building armors again. I mean, we more or less have no chance, but they are stacked. So if we defeat one of these stacks, then there's some chances, but more or less no chance. That's what it means. Oh, the excitement, the tension.
Come on.
They're like, yeah, we're just moving units.
So when were the spaceships?
Science advisor.
Look
at the science advisor for anarchy. Oh,
nice.
No.
Nice. You know what?
Nice.
Good.
This is just an 80s pimp. You know, it's a rare occasion, but I have to go to the loo for a tiny moment during our stream.
And you know what's the most difficult thing here? I cannot play.
No, I know. So you'll have to look at the science advisor for a little while. And
I will have to look.
That will be just a little while. All right.
So you enjoy.
One thing that we could do, though, we don't have to look at this because we do have this nice intermission screen. You want to go for an intermission screen like real streamers do? Oh,
no.
You tell, because then people cannot hear you either. So you tell a nice story.
I'll figure something out.
All right, good.
Here. Now that we're just us for a change. What should we look at in this 640k book? I wanted to go back to the advisors and to all the government stuff, because we didn't get to see everybody in anarchism, so we might be able to see. So we hadn't seen the science advisor. It doesn't really have any comments in the book, but apparently on these fake quotes that it has in this book, because like every entry has sort of a fake quote that they thought was smart to put in there. It says about anarchy, it says it's the do your own thing, and then they attribute it to George Bush with a question mark, which is a little bit weird. I have no idea. Maybe there is some reference to George Bush that for something that he said about anarchism or about anarchists in the US regarding some protests, but I would have actually no idea. And it's very weird that they attribute it to George Bush. I don't think they have anything else.
Oh, I get back in the right moment talking about George Bush.
Yeah, because I was talking about the quote that they have. So they have these fake quotes, right, in the book.
Yeah.
And the quote about anarchy, it says it's the do your own thing, and they attribute it to George Bush with a question mark. And I was just wondering why, and whether I'm missing some reference about George Bush dealing with anarchists or with protests and anarchists at that point.
No, it's probably like George Bush being completely oblivious to the world, and like anarchy isn't it your own thing.
Yeah, but I would think that they would probably be George Bush supporters. They don't strike me as Democrats.
They strike me as hardcore libertarians.
They strike me as hardcore Republicans.
I'm not so sure. Because, so, Silicon Valley in this time, which is really where these people are. I'm not entirely sure that Alan Emmerich is based in Silicon Valley, but at least that's sort of the hacker culture, right? That is part of this. I'm not saying that he's a hacker. He's just a video game magazine writer, but he seems to be. So what I'm trying to say in a very polite way, he's an edgelord. He really is an early 90s edgelord.
Yeah.
And I don't think that is very Republican. I mean, we can't. I don't want to go dig into this guy's life, and also it doesn't really matter because in the end, it's the statements that is in the book, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think they're a Bush supporter. I don't think so.
Maybe not.
No, who knows? Is it important? Not really.
What is important is to win this war. That's what's important.
Yes.
But we haven't started yet. But we're gonna start it soon.
Yes, there's all civil disorder all over the place. But I kind of want to switch now. Okay, there we go. Oh, we don't even have communism yet.
Oh, of course, because we didn't go for it.
Yeah, well, and then it's gonna be.
And we were.
Yeah, it's gonna be monarchy.
Oh, it's fine. Both are fine, right?
Well, yeah, I don't think they really matter.
No,
we had communism before because we
had the pyramids. Such a weird statement. We had communism before because we had the pyramids.
Yes, this game mechanic, like whoever. I mean, it's a nice game mechanic, but whoever thought of attaching this to the pyramids, like why? How does having access to like pyramidal shaped buildings of monumental size allow you to suddenly have communism in your country? It's a mystery.
Yeah.
Okay. Go. Okay, nearly there. I'm gonna go for the rare save game here. Not that we're gonna save scum, because I don't think that's entirely fair. But
no,
I do want to have. If there's something that goes wrong in terms of like, I don't know, something absolutely random, not a bug, because I don't think.
Or a doctor.
You know what? You're gonna get the. I was thinking, Alice, we need something that if somebody makes a good joke, like a good pun, we also need something because we only have the crickets now.
Yeah, we need a good joke soundboard.
Yes.
Go there, ship. Go there. How much movement does this ship?
Five. Well, you just keep on churning out armor. Okay. There were so many. I'm already sort of processing this game. There were so many little steps where we lost this game.
Oh yeah, plenty.
And that really is because we didn't go back to a previous save.
Maybe, for example, instead of buying like the fuels, maybe we could have bought the module first.
Yeah, but even before that, I'm just now thinking. For example, when we had those like absolutely 6 chaotic terms when we tried democracy.
Yeah.
stuff like that. That was
great.
No.
That was not great.
I mean, there were just so many little moments. Not that they really matter, but
no, they really matter. But
I mean, not that they really matter in terms of because that happens during a game. But I was thinking that normally when I was playing Civilization, I would have probably with the democracy thing or with the components earlier, I would have gone back to the previous save.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, it's kind of important to just sort of highlight that because that we're not playing the game right now in the way that I'm used to playing the game. We're just not doing that because, well, it's not very fun to watch a stream. That is just.
No. It's not fun to watch somebody save scamming. Let's be.
Yeah, that's just the reality of it. And aside from that, it's also not really conducive to our research. No. Because we would just backtrack and just what are we gonna,
talk do about? All over again, whatever.
Hey, I guess that's a discussion about physics again now. Yeah, man, that physics.
That's a great discussion point. Yeah, no.
So
this doesn't cut it.
And in the end, it is simply about seeing as much of the game in terms of mechanics as we can.
Yeah.
So, and I do have the feeling that we've done just that.
Yeah, we've seen a lot.
Yeah. Okay, there's still some disorder in those places for some reason. Okay. Now you go for a mass transit. Okay.
Pyramids in the back of that city.
Okay. Tsingtao, don't be annoying. Boom.
Whoop.
Oh, Peking has no problems.
Okay.
Canton is not
Canton
very
is
happy.
not very happy.
No, Canton is like, why not? Why are you not very happy?
We can't even make it.
Oh,
very
the
happy.
pollution.
Yeah, we need to keep cleaning.
I think we're yeah. Let's do that. Let's commit to cleaning up this planet while we're sailing across the Pacific, trying to.
Yeah,
Ooh, there's Shanghai pollution over there. That's far away from everything.
that's yeah. Okay.
While we're sailing across this planet, trying to.
Which year again do we have to race to?
I think 1910 is gonna be.
Probably. That is super tight.
It is super tight. And I also don't think we're.
Maybe we won't even.
I don't think we're gonna take their capital. I think we're just gonna bounce our units across their city wall, and we're like, well, whap.
I mean, we're gonna go for a proper cricket's soundboard there.
No, I have another special one set up especially for that.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Clean up your stuff. Yeah, that needs to be an armor just in case. I don't dare touch the B button now.
No. Such a quality of life having the undo button in the old world. It's like so great.
Well, yeah, man. Let's talk a little bit about that. Process your ideas about what happened there in that game, particularly for a victory there, right? That was
an unexpected victory.
An unexpected quick victory, yes. But
yeah.
I mean, very well deserved because we were just doing all the right things, and we were playing on easy as well. So
yeah, I mean, I don't mind the fact that games can end so quickly.
No,
because sometimes it feels like Forex games get dragged for way too long, unnecessarily too long.
Yes.
And there you're like, okay, we were playing super slow. We did 5 episodes, right? So that's 10 hours. But then we're playing like hyper slow, like unbelievably slow. So I think this would have been maybe a 2 hours game or something along these lines.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready to?
Yeah, I am ready. I am.
Okay.
Do it.
I hope that we can even land our units, because this has always been the sort of difficult part of it. Like, can we even land? Yes, we can.
Yes. 1.
Okay, I'm gonna do this manually.
Okay. Oh, this doesn't. Okay. Can they attack immediately?
No, I think they will have to.
Try it out.
No, they can't attack. They have to. They're just sort of. They have summoning sickness, Anis.
Okay, but that's fine because we get to stack them.
Yes, we do.
Which is really good.
So I want to try something out with. Okay, for some reason it just goes back to Hanchao.
And we have basically, literally 1 turn to do it. Yes. Because it's 1908 now, and 1909 we're gonna launch the attack. 1910 is when they land probably, or maybe even 1911 when they land, because it's 10.6 years.
I'm gonna really quick. I'm gonna save, and I want to try something out because I think that works. Because I want to deposit one of my units over there.
Okay.
And I think I can just move my.
Oh, don't override. You overrode the.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's fine.
That's
okay. Pasco is here for the major attack. We're winning. Pasco is here. Let's set.
Okay, let's get these woken up again. Okay, yeah.
Oof, nice.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right,
The
I need a good voiceover for this whole
this is gonna be
shizzle.
great. So what do we have? Artilleries and armors.
And armors, yes.
Okay. All right. I'm ready to commentate this.
This is all supposing that they're
yeah,
which
Pascal,
we
you're
didn't
here
check.
just in time.
This is all supposing that their capital is still Tenochtitlan, by the way.
Yeah, it probably is. I mean,
Yes.
that's literally the only. Yeah.
They could
What
have,
can we?
I don't think
If they change it,
I don't think
good
I've
for
ever
them.
seen. I don't think I've ever seen the computer changing capitals.
No. Order restored. Pollution. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
This is the moment.
Call the war. Okay. Artillery on the northwest, ready to attack. Break treaty.
This is a nice start.
This is not going well. This is not going well. Artillery number 2 is down. Artillery number 3 is down. Artillery number 4, down. We're down on armors only. None of the armors has managed to done anything yet. Last artillery and gets shot outside of the sky. We literally killed 0 people there.
No. We killed like 2 or 3.
We killed 2 or 3 units. Population of the city started at 14, remained at 14.
That's because of the city walls.
We threw a good like 10 units
8
on these city walls.
8. Oh, Aris. I mean, they would have. What can we say?
This did not go as well. It kind of went as expected.
Oh, this is just unfair. All over.
This is just unfair. Okay, at least we killed a 1. Warning, funds running low. We lost our ship, and
that's the end.
They are
landing. Voyages from the planet Earth. Oh.
Set forth on a journey of cosmic exploration. Spaceship populated by 10,000 Aztec colonists.
Nice.
Successfully bridged the vast distances between the stars.
Arriving in 1910 at the star system Alpha Centauri. Well, man, it's been fun.
It's been fun.
It's been heavy.
They began the colonization of the New World.
Is there any mention of a runner-up? Like we're arriving there in 1911?
Being random, your people have a long and glorious history. Perhaps one day, your name will also be written in the annals of civilization.
Nice.
Bam.
I have to say, this is a first for me.
Of losing civilization?
Well, I mean, losing civilization, you just lose civilization when you quit the game.
Yeah.
But a first for me of seeing this splash screen.
Yeah. It's relatively positive.
The dark sky over our palace.
Yeah, whatever that is, of a palace.
Yeah. And, it's a relatively positive...
Yeah, because like maybe one day. I mean, you didn't get there this time. Maybe in the next space exploration.
Also, it doesn't really say like your civilization is destroyed forever, blah blah blah, or like nobody ever nobody ever remembers you. No, it's more like
yeah,
you did well, but in the end, just not well enough.
1 year too late.
1 year too late, my friends.
We were 1 year too late.
It is so. I'm not gonna say bittersweet because it's more like sweet bitter.
Yeah, it's been a fun run. I think it's been fun.
Aztec spaceship arrives at Alpha Centauri.
Yes. Yeah, we kind of lost track there at the end.
Yeah, in the end we lost track, but that's mostly because of the military
units. Attack. Yeah,
and the advances. So we just completely. At the end, like the little tiny, but no, it really more happened, sort of in the. Let me just take a little print screen of this.
Mm-hmm.
It more or less happened really in the wild fluctuations when we were just duking it out with the French in particular, right? That's in the middle. I can't point with the cursor right now. And then when we lost our Paris, and we lost it again, and we lost it again, and
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So, but also Aztecs in America. That is just
that sums it up pretty much, because they were like, whatever, we don't care. We didn't have to engage in any war.
All right, write replay to disk. Of course, we're writing the replay to disk. You always write the replay to disk. And then it's like, really quickly. I love this. They should never have taken this out.
Yeah, this
like
is
you
really
can
nice.
see, you can see, yeah, there you go.
There you go. All right.
So
What's
236 citizens. A lot of win. Spaceship 50 possible. Population minus 80. That's not very good. So, all right, there we go. We're better than Otto von Bismarck. That's I'll take that. I'll take that. All right. we're doing less well than our previous one. That's because of the pollution.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm done.
We're done, civilization.
We're done, civilization 1. Well, they quite changed that over the following games. Yeah.
Man, look at all these hot new games that are out. Which one shall we play next? Shall we play Darklands or Sid Meier's Railroad Tycoon? So it's kind of fun to talk about these games real quick. Sid Meier's Railroad Tycoon is paved the way for the sort of terrain approach.
Yeah.
And then Sid Meier's Covert Action took a lot of the unit-based movement and the systems of it, the one-turness of it all, also, if I remember correctly. So these are 2 games that have been very influential for Civilization.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, ready for the Black Depth of DOS?
Yes.
There we go. The Black Depth.
There we go, the Black Depth of DOS. Right. I used to love it as a kid. Whenever I would sit in a DOS PC, I found it extremely fascinating, even though I had no idea what I was doing, and I was just typing my heart out.
Oh, but I think DOS as a minimalist computing system is just, has never been improved. This is edgy because I know, I'm not like a great connoisseur of operating systems, but DOS is. I mean, there's also so many versions of DOS, but we know Windows DOS mostly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my friend, that was.
It's been great.
Something else.
It's been fun.
It's been fun. It's been a ride. It's been
a ride.
So
it's been very educational.
Yes. Are you gonna play some Civilization 1 now?
No.
No. The question is, am I going to play some Civilization 1 now?
No.
No.
No. I also think you are not gonna play Civilization 1.
Not ever again. But I like that. Like he's putting the book in the bookshelf. All right.
Yes. There you go.
As sort of the latest ritual, you wanna. Is there anything you still want to read from the book, although you've put it back?
Not really. I think I had a lot of pages marked that I've already read, quite a few of them. I think we get the gist of it. We have a good idea. I've read most of it anyway. It's been both useful and not useful. I would say, in terms of as a manual, I think the game's manual probably is much better. As an interesting artifact related to Civilization and the game culture around Civilization.
Yeah, this is
is very important.
Excellent artifact. This is an excellent part of, and not just because it's sort of edgy and interesting, but also because it really just showed the type of culture. Because these were people that were not just some fans; they were just writing in the most widely read game magazines of the time. PC game magazines of the time.
Yeah.
Because I think the most widely read game magazine at the time was probably Nintendo Power. But so these people and their opinions, they mattered a lot for how games like Civilization were perceived.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can clearly see in that guide that they have a lot of love for the game, as well as as true critics also have some thoughts of their own of how this game should have done better. So I wanna briefly end maybe with the sort of naming the the final page in the Macmillan World History Fact Finder, and that is the information explosion, which I think is kind of fitting because really what this, so the information explosion, let me just read it and then I'll say why it's fitting. In most developed countries, before long there will be at least one microprocessor for every person. A microprocessor is the tiny guts of a computer, imprinted on a small sliver of silicon. About 70 communication satellites are in a geostationary ring, 36,000 kilometers above the Earth, which is the most suitable orbit for such vehicles. These can channel information around the world at anything up to 500 million binary digits a second. Woo!
Wow.
Equivalent to the transmission of the 20 million books in the British Library every 2 days. Well, so what to do with all this information? Paradoxically, the same technologies that increase the flow of data provide us with the means to make sense of it in an efficient way. Hence the drive to employ sophisticated message sorters, computerized hardware to analyze and sift information in many electronic systems. Ultimately, electronic mechanisms may become linked to biological materials, even the cells of the human body itself. Scientists are working on ways to transfer signals from microchips to, for example, nerve endings. With such techniques, humans would have a direct way of sending their thoughts to electronic machinery. It would be the first step in giving mankind complete control of a new array of robot hardware. Information technology would enable people and robots for the first time to speak the same language and understand each other. So what I think is interesting is that, I mean, why watch and listen to exactly? Why watch and listen to someone read this out? Yes, why? Why would we do that with all the information? Why watch and read someone read this out via something that would probably require all the 50 satellites in orbit at that time to transmit this reading in full HD to you? No, but I think what is interesting here is that they do talk about. They call it robots and whatever machines, but they do talk about this increasing entanglement of humans and their culture, and particularly their computer-based culture or their electronic culture. And in that sense, I think Civilization 1 is just this very interesting extension of this particular piece of culture, the world like a world history atlas.
Yeah.
As well as, of course, the general idea of history. Of humanities and how we now make history and culture with our machines is something that is clearly already in this 1984 book already was already on the horizon for most people, and we're living through the effects of it now, quite literally, us streaming here on Twitch, but also in this absolutely crisis moment that we're going through. The crisis is not only about how to solve the effects of a global pandemic, but the crisis is also very much right now, I think, particularly about what this book is talking about. What will our societies look like when we've become ever more fused with our robots, with our machines? And even if it's a game, right? Just a game, just some play machine. I think it's still very important to understand not only the algorithms that are going to give us, language processing, or that are going to give us, the machines are going to give us ever faster processing of all sorts of data, but also the ways that we play with our culture online in our games, or not online, but with our machines. So that's why I think it's important that we keep on doing this. It's tiny. It's a tiny fraction of understanding this further. Digitization, and that it's been I always like doing and going on this exploration together with you and together with all our people in the chat or future people on YouTube. And of course, unfortunately, our 100,000 community member community on Mixer. We're so sad we had to abandon that platform, but it's I think we'll financially survive, but it's just the 100,000 fans that we left behind there is kind of hurts. But so any thoughts from you, Aris? any we can do we still have like some 20 minutes. We can do highlights. You want to do highlights of this game, or is that too soon?
Maybe it's a bit too soon. I think like some of my thoughts about this is that the beginning felt very slow. Like, so it's a bit weird because on the one hand, the beginning felt like really explorative because we had to look what was going on. But on the other hand, the fact that we're playing in a world map made it less fascinating. I was like, yeah, okay, I know where we are, I know what is around, and like all was so small and felt very relevant. The beginning felt very relevant. Of course, one of the highlights was the war with Babylon. I think that was a ton of fun, and like the realization, the what I found interesting was the realization that, oh my god, the Babylonians are so far ahead. However, are we going to beat them? And then we were like, oh, we have to go to war with them to beat them. Then we go to war, then we conquer them, and then we're like, oh my god, the Aztecs are so far ahead, right? So it's like this constant exploration, and instead of like e- immediately exploiting other civilization, we're baffled by how much further ahead they were from us.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is
That's
not.
it's a nice point. It's so 4Xs are often understood from a player perspective, right? Sort of the player is exploring,
Yeah.
expanding, exploiting, and exterminating. But that's not true, right? Because AIs, even super simple ones. I mean, I'm calling it simple because I would never, for the life of me, be able to build an AI that Sid Meier and Bruce Shelley built, and the other designers here that they built for Civilization. But even such a simple AI can follow these rules and just do them better than players, right? With some help in terms of geographic placement, and certain AI strategies are going to be more successful. For example, the Babylonian strategy is very successful in the early beginning because they rise to prominence, but then militarily they're lacking. And the Aztec is just it's a win.
That was just I think it really was the fact that we didn't have any other civilization in the Americas in general.
Yeah, no, for sure. That is, and that is something that I mean, this can also happen in other games, right? If you play on a random map, you could also end up by yourself on one big continent, or you could end up really, really close. And those things mattered more. They still matter a lot in Civilization, and I think I'm not going to say they're one of the weaknesses because they're so ingrained in 4Xs, but beginning placement is an absolutely critical part of 4Xs from a game mechanic point of view. But with that, I think they also make a historical statement. Because it sort of means that it's a very much ecologically determined statement. If you're in an opportune setting, isolated,
which it's also very interesting if you think about it, because we tend to think because it goes counter to the general like liberal approach of the game, that like it's the competition that drives. It's also the system of the game, right? So the system is like competition drives innovation.
Yes, capitalism drives exactly the production and all these things, the economy. But in the game systems itself, it's way better if you're just isolated on a large landmass.
Which is very interesting.
But it's also interesting because then it's simply a matter of something that we also see to be true in capitalism, is that the rich get richer.
Yeah.
You know, if the rich are, if somebody in a rich starting location keeps on going unimpeded, there's nothing that Civilization will do as a game to stop them.
Also interestingly, the only way to stop them, because you can't outpace them, right? So you cannot hope to outpace a civilization that is in a very favorable, like, rich situation. So the only way to overthrow them is via violence, is by war.
Yeah.
You don't have any other way. which is interesting to think about because often like change is we have the idea of like peaceful change, but really like systems change usually also through violence, not because it's like the way to do it, but you know,
That's
uh,
that's that's how you
some
can. That's how you can
sometimes
just
yeah,
you just break them down, and you just therefore after that you have to build them up again, right?
yeah,
That is the creative destruction almost as it is.
yeah, a
Um,
very revolutionary idea,
yeah.
also a very anarchist idea, the creative destruction.
Yes, yes, but then married, of course, in the civilization to state on state violence, right?
Yeah,
Or civ on civ violence, and that's of course
yeah,
that's not very anarchist at all.
that's not anarchist at all. No.
No. So let's highlight that. So in terms of one of the highlights for me, aside from the one that you just mentioned, I think another highlight, I think, where we also could have won, turned the game around for ourselves a little bit, if we just didn't venture into Africa.
Yeah,
We put in a couple of units there that we should have just called home,
yeah,
and just and or Africa, we're now saying, but in fact try to push into Russian territory.
yeah,
And that, I think, is such a little interesting
yeah,
historical analogy, right? That we just partly lost because we were trying to
yeah,
out military this from a military and advanced point of view inferior
yeah.
civilization. That just mirrors, of course, what
It
has
was our
happened.
Vietnam War.
Well, or in fact, Napoleon's tracking
Yeah,
campaign into Russia, or in
yeah,
fact, the Nazi campaign into Russia. So,
yeah,
this is completely accidental, right?
yeah.
That has happened, but it was exactly like that.
It's a little bit like the arrogant like power that believes that it doesn't really matter. We can just go in there and win
Yeah.
without like because one of the things is that and that is I think very interesting. We didn't take into consideration the landscape. So we had no idea where the cities were. We had no idea where the army was. We had like no idea what we would end up seeing and how far we would have to travel, right? We just thought just because of sheer power we can win. And that is often how all these like big powers like the US in Vietnam tend to lose because they don't take into account the fact that the opposing forces are in their own landscape
Or
and they
or
know how to fight there.
right now, the U.S. in Afghanistan, which I think
Yeah, exactly.
is going to be widely considered historically as a defeat for the coalition forces, and a
Yeah,
victory, an ultimate victory for the Taliban. Sadly enough, but I mean
yeah.
the whole frigging situation is just very fucking sad. But I don't think anybody would want anybody here in the West would want the Taliban to come
Yeah.
out of top, and I think most progressive forces there either. But whatever,
No, but
that's
also nobody, plenty of people clearly, but nobody in their right mind would want the States to invade Afghanistan.
no.
Like
No.
it was a completely nonsense invasion.
And there what I think is interesting, the way that civilization is set up, is that it becomes so almost so clear to understand how you could still make such stupid decisions. Like we
Mm,
made a stupid decision with Russia, because
yeah,
it feels like you're on top of the world, and why not try for it? Because we're the top dog on this frigging continent. It belongs to us. I
yeah,
thought that was interesting.
yeah, yeah.
So, other highlights to share.
Other highlights to share. Um, I don't know. The thing is that there were some pretty obvious like I one of the highlights for me was the just going through the Civilopedia and like going through some specific entries that were too baffling even for then. I like the evolution of Sid Meier as a from a wise man to a scientist.
Yes, yes,
I liked a lot the fact that we spotted the game the PC playing Civilization on the background of inventing the computers,
yeah.
which clearly was a highlight because we got retweeted by Firaxis. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I think one of the highlights for me is also the Civilopedia, particularly because I mean, if you think about how short these texts are, and of course we've made fun of them and we've also been super
Yeah.
critical of them, but
Yeah.
in the end, you know, it's not necessarily flawless what is there, but it is
Yeah.
still somebody who is not a historian, has, you know, relatively little to no trading in that.
Mm.
But we don't really know who wrote the Civilopedias, right? That's one of the sort of outstanding questions.
Yeah.
I don't think it's sort of answered anywhere. Maybe
No.
that will be answered in the upcoming memoir by Sid Meier. But
Mm.
whoever wrote it, I don't think has any sort of formal training in history. And still, there's this. It's there, right? It's there as a source of knowledge in these super tiny paragraphs of Twitter length threads or thread length pieces of text, and it is still pretty amazing how
Yeah.
all that detail and all that knowledge is still there, especially considering the time, right? That this was one of not necessarily the first to do that, but one of the first. And in that
Yeah.
sense, it is following up on this this tradition as well, right? The
Yeah.
Macmillan World History Fact Finder, which is written by somebody who does this, writing books like this more or less for a hobby.
Yeah.
And that underlines to me once again especially if you then see that this game has now been played, not Civilization 1, but the whole series has been played by so many people for
Yeah.
so long. This just underlines for me the absolute importance of popular histories and the absolute importance that it is for us to engage in those popular histories. And we more or less, with gaming, historians and archaeologists, we missed the boat. I
We
mean,
have missed the boat,
I
and
mean,
we have to get on a boat and like row really quickly if we ever want to catch up.
that's what we're doing now, right? On Twitch in a
Yeah.
super limited way. But we've
Yeah.
missed the people in the discipline of history. They missed the boat more or less in the end of the 80s.
Yeah.
While they were first seemingly going on the boat with games like Hammurabi and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which we just I don't know what we were doing in the early 90s. Probably too busy like rehashing the thoughts of postmodern thinkers.
Yeah.
But which is not a bad thing by itself. But we could have steered some of our intellectual capital towards places like Micropose, and we did in a little bit, but just too limited. I mean, it's interesting that after this you get people like Søren Johnson that join Micropose.
Yeah.
And you can see with the historical training is that this in the end pays off, right? Quite literally in the end, not in the end, but right now pays off with a game like Old World, which has this very deep understanding of how in this particular case ancient history works, or history of the Mediterranean works.
Yeah. So, and also it has a so that's what you were saying. I think it's interesting the hobby aspect of this. And like at what point, so we are not hobbyists because like we are professionals, that's our job, right? But at the same time we do have also a hobby interest in history in general. But it really like we have to rethink this concept of hobbies, people making historical stuff as a hobby. And yeah, maybe I'm repeating a little bit your point now,
which is good,
but
because then it means I am right. No.
yes, but like what I find very interesting is that other mediums like historical fiction and cinemas and don't get the same treatment exactly, but even I don't know, I've kind of lost my train of thought a little bit. But I think what the old world does, and it's very nice, is that it has a respect for history as a concept, and although it is game mechanics that it wants to work with, and it's a
Yeah,
game that it wants to make, it really pays like respect to the fact that, oh, maybe it's something we should not do it, even though it would make sense from a gameplay point of view, because it doesn't make sense from a historical point of view, which is something that Civilization hasn't necessarily implemented.
back
But
then in
yeah,
Civilization 1. Now, I think
yeah,
Civilization 1 started with a fascination for history, certain aspects of it,
yeah,
but also simply by understanding history as a game mechanic, right? Or
yeah,
as a series of mechanics that would be fun. And
yeah,
then you see in newer 4Xs, like Old World, but also other 4Xs, maybe like the upcoming Humankind, is a more carefully thinking through of what historical processes actually end up being as
yeah,
mechanisms by themselves, and
yeah,
how they may still be fun for games, but just in a different
yeah.
way than was originally envisioned by Sid Meier and
Mm,
Shelley.
for sure. And there's a long way to go still, of course. But you see that games like the Old World, but not only like in strategy games, there are a lot of games that are pointing towards the right direction, in thinking in different ways about history and approaching history
Yeah, I mean,
like with more.
we've played so many of them over
Yeah, we have
over
absolutely,
and
absolutely.
I always like to remember. So whenever I play a game like Civilization,
Yeah.
I always have there's always a moment that I really want to. Even have this with the Old World. There's always a moment that I want to play where the water tastes like wine, for example.
Oh, such a great game. Oh
Which is
my
such
God.
an absolutely great game, and it's also about history and historical
Yeah,
processes and big things happening on
yeah.
on a large scale, but also personal thing. And it's just, you know, and
Such a great
it has interesting mechanics as well.
Yeah,
Criminally commercially underrated,
criminally like.
but and there's also so many other
Yeah,
excellent games that we've played over the years by ourselves, but also
yeah,
on stream.
for
Um,
sure.
and and of course they all end up
Yeah,
somehow sort of having their roots in games like Civilization or Age of
yeah,
Empires, because
yeah,
first you have to show the
yeah,
way that history as a game is interesting and important
yeah,
before you others get to build
yeah.
on it. So it's been a blast for me revisiting this game.
Yes, it's been great.
One final
Um,
highlight for me is
mhm.
working with DOS and just
Yeah, I
typing in
get that.
Civ
Yeah,
and just seeing all the assets and just the sound. It's a trip to
yeah,
memory lane. Not very relevant from the type of research that we're into, but the nostalgia
yeah. The
is
nostalgia
very
is
clear.
there for sure.
And it's been really great to do this with all of you in the chat
For sure.
and later on YouTube and just in general, man. This has been an interesting season of
Of one more
one more
turn.
turn, because it
Yeah,
was also
it was all online.
all online, and
Yeah.
but I don't think the quality of conversations and the fun that we had was super much impacted by that.
No, definitely the fun. We had
Yes,
a lot of fun playing this.
yes. So
So
now the question is, what are we gonna play after this?
we're gonna have to think about this.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna have
do a
to.
little bit of thinking about this. We are not gonna dive headlong into Civilization 2.
No, we're
Um,
gonna give it a bit of a break.
we need to have a palate cleanser, but at the same time,
Yeah,
we're playing another
yeah, we're
4X
playing
kind of
another
game.
4X, so it's fine.
So on the Thursdays, and we will continue to do that for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
That's Old World we're talking about.
So if you have any ideas, just drop them in the chat on Twitter, YouTube, wherever you want.
Yes, and
And for us, we'll see you on Thursday with a
we
new playthrough of Old World
yes in the Mediterranean,
in
which
the
means
Mediterranean.
Ares will know the way.
I'll show the way.
You'll
Don't
show the
worry.
way. You'll show the way. Right.
All right.
Thank you all. As always, well, goodbye from Ares and from me. Make sure that you stay safe, stay healthy, and stay happy. Bye.